Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your podcaster, Helen, coming to you on this fabulous Thursday evening. Today, I want to talk about relationships. The reason I want to talk about relationships is because we, as women or men, I guess it's just like really weird these days in the dating community. It's hard to trust people. It's hard to kind of like get into a relationship with someone else. When you're a woman, and I'm speaking from myself right here, it's really hard if you have been dating yourself, basically. And when I say dating yourself, I mean taking the time once you learn to love yourself, when you come out of a kind of toxic relationship and you take time for yourself. And that's why I always say that self-healing matters. You need to heal yourself before you get back into any kind of relationship with anybody, because it really matters, because you're taking that baggage from a previous relationship into the next relationship. So it really matters if you take time to reflect on what went wrong, what went right, and then you can regroup, you can heal properly, and then you'll be able to love another person properly if you want to be in that type of relationships. But here's the tricky part. There's different levels now these days with women. It may be with men as well, but I'm going to say women. I'm going to lean towards women more, because I'm or another woman may be at the point where you've been by yourself, you've been paying your bills, you've been doing what you need to do for yourself and your family, and you just been loving on self. Self-love matters. And so when you get to the point where you want to have a relationship, I don't even think it's a relationship at this point. You want to have a strong friendship. I'm not going to say relationship, because relationship means that I'm in this exclusive, meaning him and myself, with that person, and it's just us. We're dating like nonstop, and that's it. And when I say that, I need you to listen at what I'm saying. I'm not saying this to say that you're in a friendship with benefits. No, you're in a friendship with that person. That's your friend. That's your choice of a friend that you want to deal with when you need to deal with them. Not meaning you get to deal with them and someone else. No, that means that you choose that person to be the person that you want to, if you want to go out of town on a trip, if you want to take a walk on the beach and you need your male companion, he's your male companion. Now, this is where it gets a little sticky. You may not want to live with that person. You have that right not to. You may just, that is the person that you want to be your friend, not to complicate it any further by putting a title on it. But when you get ready for your space and your peace, you need your space and your peace. I hope you guys are following me on this, because it's kind of tricky, but you don't want the 24/7, I belong to you and you belong to me. Now with guys, that can be a little tricky, because if you're putting it that way, then they feel in their mind that that's giving them the opportunity to go out maybe and deal with another female, because you only want, when you call, I'm there for you, but in my free time, I'm there for everybody else. Absolutely not, gentlemen. I'm not. I am not saying that we are giving you a pass to go out and do that. No. it is just knowing that we're friends and you're my friend that I choose to take trips with, kick it with when I want to kick it with you, and I don't want to get married. I don't want to be in this hard relationship where you say I'm yours and you're mine. Can anybody follow along with me? That's why I'm going to need feedback on this subject, because it's tricky when you say it that way. But if you look at it, it's not, because you just want somebody that you care about. You care about this person. You may even love this person, but you have become so independent or on your own for so long. You only basically can give so much, but you want a level of respect because you're giving them that respect, and you don't want another person in that mix when you're not with them, but you're giving the respect. That's tricky, because you really have to sit and you have to think about it. And I say this because self-healing matters so much. And once you get to that point where you take time for yourself and you really and truly build yourself up and you love yourself, you don't want to bring another person into that. You just want that one specific person who's there for you, who's gonna be there for you, but they understand that it is not leading to marriage. I want to live with you. No, I want to stay in my own house. I don't want to live with you. I want to be able to go where I want to go when I want to go. I'm not going to be dealing with anybody else, but when I need my time, I can call you and you can give me the time that I need. And just know that we're friends. You're my only friend. Can a dude give that back? Reciprocate the same thing to the female? Or will the dude have multiple females? But when, per se, this female call, will you give her what she needs? Because she's your special friend? This is the question that I have to ask. Is it right or is it wrong to feel that way in a friendship? To know that I'm your friend, but it's on a friend label. I really don't want you dealing with anybody else. Or am I being so fucking selfish right now? Because I want you to be my friend. I might call you every 6 months. And you got to be available when I call. You got to drop everything. Say, okay. The ghost is called. I can't talk to you anymore because I need to give her name. Am I being selfish? Or am I being realistic? Because I'm not dealing with anybody else, so why should you? You should be able to wait up 6 or 7 months until I call. So am I being realistic, or am I just being really silly right now? I need to know, and it's not funny, it's the truth. Why can't it happen that way? Why can't men use the same restraints that a woman use? Is this a two-edged sword, or am I just being I'm extinct? Because right now I just don't know what to do for women because we're struggling out here. It's a struggle for us. It's too many good women struggling to find a good man. And now most of them really want that 24/7 relationship. And I don't mean 24/7. I'm with you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No. It could just be we're building to get into, they may want marriage. And then you got some that may feel like, I don't want marriage. I just want that friend that I'm speaking of now, that when I want to go out of town, you're there to take me out of town, treat me nice, pull out all the romantic stops. And when the weekend is over, it's over. You go back to your respective place. I go back to my respective place. And we talk or text from time to time. And it is what it is until maybe it may turn into something different. But at that point, that is what it is. Am I being wrong? Am I being selfish for like putting this out there that way? Or am I on point? That's what more people need these days to gain the respect that they need from their respective future partners. That's a great way to put it. Future partners, or if it comes to that, or future friendships. And then it may happen where the person that you're friends with, they may end up along the way meeting someone else because you didn't want to go there and they really wanted to take it somewhere. Would you be mad? Or would you be like, oh, well, I wasn't ready. It is what it is. Go with what you need to go with. Am I being wrong or am I being right? Come on, I'm going to need some feedback on the podcast page. I'm about to send this to all my whole 1,400 plus followers. I need everybody to give me their feedback on this because this is a tricky subject. Because men struggling too. I feel women struggle more than men because I feel like men have a better opportunity because you got more single women out here and they're willing to some of them are willing to accept different things. But I feel like a strong woman, no matter what her ethnicity is, you may not be willing to accept that. And you want to stand strong on your stance on relationships. So I just thought on this Thursday, because it was weighing heavy on me, that I would kick this out there, see how much feedback I would get. Because why? It matters. And I want to ask you this. Did you remember to check on somebody today? It could have been a friend, a neighbor, a coworker. It could have been a homeless person on the streets. It could could have been somebody on social media. Did you remember to ask them, how are you today? How's everything going with you today? Are you okay? Do you need anything? Because we're all going through things and it's difficult out here these days, and we have to lean on one another. That's why I love podcasting, because it gives you the ability to be able to express yourself in a way that you hope other people will understand. And if they don't, they can leave feedback, and then you can address their issues, and we could come together as what? A community, and build each other up, not tear one another down. I'm not about tearing nobody down, but it's about building one another up. So I thought that I would throw this out there today because that's how I was feeling on this Thursday evening, and hope that I'll wake up on Friday morning and get great feedback. And you'll give me your perspective, your outlook, whatever it is on how I'm feeling or how you're feeling or how the next person's feeling on this topic. Because it's true, it's happening these days. And you just need people's feedback to figure out what's really going on, because it's crazy out here. So with that being said, I'm not going to keep you long. I just wanted to podcast a politic on that today. And I want your feedback. I look forward to it. And remember, check on a neighbor, a friend, a coworker, a family member. Remember to pray for everybody in the world. We all need prayer. The homeless person on the street, if you got a couple bucks, throw it to them. It's not going to hurt you. You'll get it back double. And just remember to love on one another while you can, because life is short. And we're here at Helen's Podcast. We really care. I love all you guys. Thank you to about to be 1,500 followers. probably tomorrow. I'm so grateful and thankful that my podcast is growing. And I want to do fun and innovative things to bring light, love, and positivity. And until the next time, have a great evening.